Hey yo, what up my people? It's your boy Hussain Dada. So today we on Pules TV. It's about to be an exclusive interview with your favorite boy Hussain Dada. So as y'all can see, these are the questions. So we're about to dive into it without wasting no time. So let me see what the first question is gonna be. It says here, for those who don't know, you, self-presentation. Well, I don't think I have to do much introduction because like a lot of people that will be viewing this might actually view a lot of my interviews and that. But I just like to say I'm a simple type of guy. Hussain Cisse, that's my name. And I was born on the 17th of July in 1994. I came from a humble background, extended family, beautiful people, religious, and then just a happy home. So I'm gonna dive to the next question and then let's see what we got here. It says first artist name. Well, I don't actually know what they mean about that, but if it's the first artist I've ever linked up with, that would be Mass 187, and that's a mentor. A big shout out to him. Somebody that I've always looked up to since the New Era days. And then collaborating with him on a song called Burger Remix was just amazing. And then his contribution towards the song made it a huge success and made the people fall in love with it. So shout out to you, Mass 187. Always looking up to you and then praying that you keep elevating from one level to another. So let's see what first time going viral. I'll say my first time going viral was when I dropped the song with Mass 187. When the song came out, I sent it to a couple of people, DJs, and then I sent it to a couple of artists that were in the game, big names at that time, and some of them are still big till this day. And then when they viewed the song, most of them were like, for a long time, we haven't seen any upcoming artists coming with fire like this, because the rap, the style, the technique that was used on the song was just amazing. So I would say that was a viral moment for me, even though like I'll say the moment that I actually went viral was when I dropped Rude Boy back in 2018. That was a super viral moment for me because that was it was something that the whole country was talking about. Everybody was hyped about it. So but then yeah, I would say Burger because that was my first single. But the most viral moment that I had at that very point as an artist coming up was in 2018 with the Rude Boy song. So what do we have here? First live performance. I first did a live performance back in 2017. It was an Alpha show that they did at the Buffer Zone. So they invited me. I was kind of nervous because like to do a live performance is not easy. It's not like playback that you have the sound to back your voice. This is actually your voice coming out and then playing as a backup for you. So I was a little bit nervous, but with a little rehearsal with the Kebatelo and the band, it made it a little bit easier because like we weren't performing too many songs, it was just few. So that really helped me a lot with conquering that live performances. So what do we have? First artist who showed love. Well, like I said, we go back to the first question, was Mass 187. Because like Mass 187 and SD, these were two artists that actually showed me love from the very beginning because like for SD, I had known him before I even became an artist, so it's somebody I've always looked up to as a mentor or whatever. And when I had my first show, you wouldn't believe that he actually came. Even though none of us, me, my team, none of us actually believed that SD was going to show up to it, but he actually showed up, and then from there I knew he was like, I always knew he was a real one, but there like he actually took it to the next level, because we actually informed them about the show, but to say like, upcoming artists that just came in again for 4 months, and then a big artist like SD back in 2016 will show up to your show, that was something I never believed would have happened, but he came still, and he stood 10 toes on it. So a big shout out to SD, man. Always appreciate, and love the brother out there, and then Mass 187, for all the love they showed from day one. So let me see what's here next. Says first song. Well, the first song I did back in 2016, started music as a career, was Burger, featuring Mass 187. This whole song just talks about the Gambia and the way people always generally want things easy and then they don't want to work hard for it. So the burger in there means the easy stuff, like the easy ways people want to go around with stuff and not just want to work hard for it and stuff like that. So that was a song featuring Mass 187. Shout out to Mass 187. What is this one saying? First music video. I did my first music video back in 2016 as well, and it's called Sukuta. This song was a song dedicated to my hometown, Sukuta, where I came from. And then, the videographer was J.R. Hussain. Shout outs to him, man. Because like for this video, when we started the music thing, the only problem we had was doing music videos. Because the songs were coming, that was easy, but music videos was kind of expensive a little bit for us. So we were finding it hard to make a budget for that. So, but then this J.R. Hussain has been somebody that I knew from a long time ago, and he was in the music scene, and he was doing his stuff with the music videos and that. So there was this guy called Bakari that used to rent in a house. So there was a day he and J.R. they communicated. So he paid for the music video, and that's what got us there. And shout outs to both of them, for the amazing music video they did for that song. School life. Well, school life was amazing for me, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I was one of the shy students in school, I wasn't a wild kid. I was in the kid that always joins in activities and stuff like that. It was just a cool guy who would come to school, meet, and then go back home, meet, and then I really used to have friends that I value so much. Some of them we still in contact, some of them, due to the fact that, people are too busy nowadays, we only hear from each other once in a while. But school life was amazing. Like, all right, let's see. What the game teaches you. Well, actually, what the game teaches me is that before I started music, I used to feel like music brings people together, because that's what I experienced from 2016, 2017, when I met a lot of new cats that were just coming in the game, and it was just all amazing. We were all together. We all had this amazing chemistry. We all had this unique way of dealing with each other. But starting 2018, 2019 till today, I just see the envy started growing, because like you see different people, different artists, different talent. Back in 2016, when we was just coming, we were all fresh talents. We weren't looking down on each other. We were all just trying to help each other elevate and then move to the next level. But you will see as time goes on, one of the artists start getting bigger than the other, so it brings envy, jealousy. Then from there, hatred. You see people start segregating, people start separating. So I feel like music was something that I feel like should have bring people close together. But music in general right now, as I see it, is like something that like just separates people. Because I feel like the more you grow and then leave others behind, it brings hatred inside of them for you, or the envy and the jealousy. So it just makes everybody just wants your spot. It just makes everybody just wish bad for the other. So that's one thing the game taught me. And if there is anything the game really taught me, it's like not to trust anybody in the industry. Because like as an artist, you need to differentiate between industry friends and your real friends. Because most of the people I know today in the industry, I knew them when I became an artist. I didn't know them from back. So you need to understand that people you knew from the game, you could just be game friends with them. Some of the artists, I knew them before I became an artist. But some of them, I just know them because like, when I came to the game, we were all doing the music stuff. So that's one thing the game taught me, that learn to differentiate your real friends from the industry friends. So we move to the next one, which says, bossing up your life. How and when did you realize you have to? Well, in a game we are like Gambia, or in general, music in general, you have to boss up your life, because you cannot always be selfless. Like, even though sometimes it's good to be selfless, but like you need to always sit and ask yourself, is the same energy that I'm giving, is it the same energy I'm getting back? Because sometimes you go and leave your comfort zone for people, but when it comes to them reciprocating, they don't do the same. So like at some point in 2021, going to 2022, was when I realized that I need to boss up. Like I need to now, build a space for myself. Like I need to be in control. And then ever since then, it's been working fine for me though. I can't lie. So family life. Well, family life is just amazing. Like I said from the beginning, I came from an extended family. We all used to live together. Like, we didn't have the need to be going out and then making new friends when you have almost like everybody that could be your friend back at home. So family life, me and my family, we're so good, we're so cool. It's always been love. It's always been it's always been love. It's always been support from them. It's always been there wishing me good to go from one level to another. And back in 2022, I got married, and now I'm a dad. Just makes it more interesting. So family life is just amazing. And then this says advice in music and life. Well, my advice always is to tell anybody out there is that if you feel like people are leaving you behind, there was two things that you can do. Either you work hard or you wait for your time. And then work hard is the only thing there, not even wait for your time, because if you don't work hard, you just sit back, your time is not going to come. So my advice to everybody out there in any field is just to work hard, and stop envying other people, because whatever is meant for you will definitely come to you. So that's my advice, and always stay positive. Next project. Well, right now I'm working on a project called Louder. And when I say louder, louder just talks about an individual who's outstanding amongst the rest. Because like you see a pack of people who will stay silent on so many things that are going on around them. So louder just comes in to tell you that you have to be outstanding. You have to be the vocal. You have to be the one who will say nah to stuff that people will actually say yes to. So that's what Louder talks about. It's an album that actually talks about me, like emphasizing on things, like whatever it is, whatever subject it is that I'm talking about on a particular song on the album, it needs to be detailed in the highest level. So that's what Louder already means, because you look at the past albums that I've been working on, will tell you about my environment and myself in general. This is a continuation of that, but in a bigger way. So like that's the project we're working on, and this album will be out on every digital platform on the 8th of November, inshallah. And then the show for the album will be coming on the 14th of December as well. So that's what we're working on as of now. Future plans and goal. Well, my plan and goal always is to start a podcast, start my own brand. These are things that I want to focus on mostly, because like these are things I find interesting, and I find a little bit of interest in journalism as well, but I don't know if that's something I'm going to go for. But starting a podcast and then starting my own brand are two things that are just around the corner. They can come at any time. Where the game needs to improve and how. Well, as for Gambian music, as of now, where it needs to improve is the unification of the artists. Like artists coming together and united. I feel like that's the biggest problem, because the reason why it's a problem is that if we're not united, which means it's just few of us that's going to be benefiting from whatever the game is given, and it's not a good look for the industry itself in general. So I feel like if we all come together as one and then build an industry, became one voice, speak the same language, that will be the biggest improvement that the game will ever have. And I'm always hoping for it as well. Okay, so what we have here, freestyle. I'll save that for last. Share something knowledgeable, life experience, or funny true story. Well, actually, okay, I'll just say fun fact. Back in 2018, when I was to shoot a video with Jizzle for Jalika, yeah, I'll just go into that, because like that's gonna be a funny memory. So by then, I was going through financial issues, like serious financial issues, and things were really bad for me back at that point, because like there was a point that I wanted to quit music in general. So like I could remember when me and Jizzle we were going because we were supposed to shoot the video in Dreams. Shout out to Jetumbodo anyway. So we were supposed to shoot the video in Dreams. So when we went there, like the bouncer at the gate, you know, when we reached there, Jizzle just went in because I think he's a regular customer there. Well, I wasn't a regular because I don't go out that much. So when I was going in, the bouncer had to bounce me. Like I was like, "Don't you know who I am?" He's like, "Nah, I don't know who you are." So which means you cannot go in. So I was like, in my head, I was like, "Oh my God, bro! Like this bouncer doesn't actually know who I am," and that actually hurt my feelings because Jizzle had to come back and tell him that, like, you know, he's an artist, so you need to let him pass for free. So like after when Jizzle spoke to him, he actually allowed me to go like to go in for free. But like I was hurt. Like the whole moment I kept on thinking about it. Like, you know, like I need to do more. Like I need to do more. And I guarantee you that now there's not a single place in Gambia that I'll step my foot at that a bouncer will actually have to bounce me because I made sure of that. So these are things that I actually like to tell to people to know that just because you're not there yet doesn't mean that you're not going to be there, because this was just a few years ago. So now, like, you know, you just need to work hard. Like, I felt bad about it, but it didn't actually made me feel an anger that will actually ruin my motives about bettering myself. So sometimes there are things that happen to you that actually just makes you like feel like you need to like put more energy into whatever you were doing. So and then I'm glad that something like that happened, because at that point I wouldn't thought that a bouncer will actually bounce me for a place that we were going to shoot a video at, but it happened anyway. So it is what it is. So you just need to do what you gotta do to get to where you gotta go to. So like I said, I'll keep the freestyle for the last. So like we gotta go to that one. Hey, kachol buka mama jang nin kunu kumbal nata. Hey, kachol buka fiti fiti jang nin kunu kumbal nata. Hey, yewuro moy dawoda dada ni boysole nata. Hey, nin tata dawoda kana ko les talim fara masar ringo e ka fosulu wonin sang babo dada bidan ka rapal ko yele sang sang tolak wo fo nyabo tol dimbawo buka fano nin rapal kono animal ti je men sentol simpa nyata no ko ka to ngamira tela sembe tela ajisila tela sa ko sing boy malle tela alkal na fo man ko kunto sa ko king. Hey, mbenin gemo kono e ka fo mesinin Chris ndo kel ti sole bukata no e beka danu Chris. Hey, meta gemo kono e ko kan to lesis ndo kel killing red card for Celtic Chris. Your boy Hussain Dada was here. Shout outs to everybody watching Pules TV. We here on